Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just gonna do something kind of quick today. Just chilling at home with my baby girl and my man. So you'll hear them in the background. He's using YouTube also on the TV. So, all right. So I've already prepped my face. I have my primer, my moisturizer, and everything on. Hey, I need this open. I was wondering why it looked so dark after I just tried to get the right lighting. It's okay, thank you though. Anyway, so I'm just gonna try a small quick look. If everything goes good, I'll do a full face, but we're gonna go ahead and start on the eyes. So I'm going to take, I just have an elf. I'm gonna use a different one. Where'd it go? You guys already know this, but I'm blind without my glasses on. Okay, sorry. Again, this is my Luxie 239 Precision Shader, so it's just a kind of flat brush, and I'm just going to take my Jacklyn Morphe palette, because that's the only eyeshadow palette I have right now, but I really love it because it just has a lot of colors and stuff in it. And I'm going to go in with kind of a light brown and just start laying down that transition shade, and I'm just going to start packing it. I have hooded eyes, so I like to get the shape of where I kind of want the eyeshadow and where I want the pigmentation, and then I'll work on blending later. So I like to take it right up to where my brow bone kind of starts and just start stamping that on, just so it's a nice even base for everything. And I just go in with a little bit of product because I just want to start out with a light coat, and if I want to add more, I can add more later. Alright, so now I'm going to start just kind of softly shading that, if you will, just to make it a little easier. Since this eye is the one you guys see more, I'm going to take my time on that one. I'm just going to quickly do this one because it's mostly blocked by my lighted mirror. So I'm just gonna try to quickly dab that on. I guess maybe you guys can see that one, but you have a better view of this one. It's kind of cold and rainy where we are today. Wherever you're watching this, I hope you're having some nice weather. Okay. Alright, so I have my base down. Today I'm gonna try to go for more of an orangey. Last time I did kind of a red. That's just what I was feeling, but today I was kind of inspired by this shirt. I have a little robe. So I'm just gonna try something kind of different. I usually stick with you know, browns and stuff, so I'm really gonna try to stay away from the brown, even though this is kind of an orangey cool shade brown. So I'm just gonna start kind of building that brown. So I'm gonna go in with the creamsicle shade. I spilled fingernail polish on my thing, so I think it's called creamsicle. It looks like creamsicle, so that's what I'm gonna start. And I'm just gonna take that on kind of a medium elf kind of domed blending brush, and I'm just gonna gently pick some of that product up, kind of pigmented. So, and I'm just gonna kind of start in the middle of the eye, and again, I like to stamp it first. And I'm just gonna wiggle it kind of back and forth, get it where I want it. Do a little bit of some small circles to kind of blend it out towards the top. I don't do a lot of pressure when I'm blending, because I think that it just gives it a more airbrush kind of look. And it's just I have kind of sensitive skin, so I don't want to make it turn red. I really easily turn red, so you can see my face. I'll have to color correct some of that if I do a face today. realistically, I probably won't, unless it's like a soft thing. I just like slather foundation on. When I don't really have plans, probably gonna go to the mall, maybe get our daughter's picture done with Santa for the first time. That'd be fun. But who knows? We just kind of play it by ear. We don't really plan a whole too much. See, I don't do my face first because I've kind of screwed this up right here. But you can always fix it. And because I have hooded eyes, that's why you see me raising my eyebrows a lot, so I can really make sure I get in where I want it to be. And I haven't put any more product back on this brush. I'm just kind of making sure that all of that is blended together so it's nice and even and kind of smoked out. I'll fix that later. See, it looks like weird, but I'll fix it. All right. It's like weird and dark. Sorry. I just keep seeing my boyfriend with our kid, and it's just like the best thing ever. Uh-oh. All right. So with the Jacklyn Hill palette, I don't really have a whole lot of oranges, so I probably shouldn't have thought I was going to do like an orange theme. I have this like Black Heart Interstellar eyeshadow collection from Hot Topic, and then I also have an Ulta collection, and none of them really have like an orange, so this may end up being another red or brown smoky eye, but we'll deal with it. So I'm just going to take my kind of like flat dome brush, and I'm gonna pick up, let's see, I'm gonna start going in with like a goldish kind of like copper shade. It's shimmery. I'm not gonna spritz it with Fix Plus just yet, but I am just gonna start darkening up this outer corner. And that's not working. So I'm gonna go in with kind of a brownie color. Sorry guys. Just get this color off. I have the Ulta Beauty little sponge thing. And it just kind of like wipes the product off. We'll try this one first. It's a darker brown color, as you can see. And I'm just kind of stamping and blending that where I put that creamsicle color, just to darken it up over here. And I try to get it as close to my lash line as possible, and then I just took it right in my crease. This palette does have a little bit of fallout, but it's not much, and I really like that. I don't like to have to wipe a whole bunch of stuff off my face. Fallout's definitely not like a straight killer for how I feel about a palette, but I would just prefer it to be a little less messy, if you will. See, I'm not going all the way over that orange shade because I just kind of want to keep it more orange. I'm just doing this to kind of darken it. I'm just kind of working it back and forth, making sure it's the color and opacity that I want, but also trying to make it a little blended at the same time. Like I said before, I'm not a beauty YouTuber, I am not a professional makeup artist, so I just kind of do what I think looks alright. So I'm going to pick up that same brush I had the orange sickle color on. I'm going to go back and just blend out these lines. You don't want any harsh lines. All right, so that's pretty blended. And now I'm going to pick up a different flat shader brush. I have this one from Eco Tools, and where is my facial spray? I use the Mario Basuki facial spray. So I'm just gonna get my brush a little wet real quick. And now I'm gonna pick up that little like coppery shimmery tone. It is called Firework. I'm really bad about that, guys. I'm so sorry. I'll try to get a little better. I'm gonna pick that up on my brush, and I'm just gonna kind of gently start packing it right kind of where like the middle of your eye, just to kind of bring it in. And I think just like kind of placed on top of that brown is gonna make it a little more orange than like red, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, and it probably, you know, doesn't make any sense, and that's fine. Let's see if it turns out all right. What are you watching?
Crash videos.
Oh. Now that I kind of like packed it on, I am gonna take it, it's still damp, and just kind of work it across just to bring your focus kind of to the center of the eye. So I just want to get it, you see how when I'm doing it across like that, it just gets more shiny. You actually are getting that reflect, and like I spray the Fix Plus because it just kind of makes the shimmer kind of like melt in. So it just makes it really smooth and buttery and like soft enough to where you can get it nice and blended, but it's more of like a subtle look. Now this shimmer shade, it does have, I'm not sure if you can see it, some fallout here. So I will get that later because I'm sure I'm gonna have fallout anyway. All right. Now I'm gonna take kind of a smaller, domed, fluffy brush, blending brush, whatever you wanna call it. It's all the same. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go in with a darker kind of brown and also like a shimmer, and just start really gently blending that on the outside. All right, and then with that same brush, I'm just gonna dust off some of this pigment that's on here. I'm gonna go in with Central Perk, or Park. I say Central Perk because of Friends. I'm obsessed with Friends. So it's a habit. I'm just gonna go in with that. It's a little chocolatey brown, and I'm just gonna really, really concentrate that on like the outer V, and I'm just gonna kind of stamp it first, just to get that dark brown. I knew this was gonna end up brown. That's fine. And I'm just gonna start blending that a little. Start kind of bringing it down, because I am gonna put that, I'm in my lower lash line. Just keeping it to the very outer parts of it. And before I do my lower lash line, I am just gonna take, I have this Mary Kay, it's super old. It's like the signature. It's technically an eye crease brush, but I've used it so much, it's really fluffy. And this has no pigment on it whatsoever. And I'm just gonna take that and blend all of this in together. Just to make sure it's all blended, it's all cohesive, it's smoky. This video is turning out way faster than my other video. My other video was 34 minutes long, and I only did an eye look, and that's because I had to get Lily because David was at work. Now they're having some time together on the couch and watching crash videos. It's really nice. He helps a whole lot. So even though I look like a raccoon down here, that's just because like I'm pretty messy with it, and I just like don't care, and I'll clean it later. Where did that fluffy brush go? There we go. So I'm gonna dip back into Central Park, but I am going to just kind of keep it on the top and then just start smoking out my lower lash line. I'm not gonna take it too far down because like I know like Jacklyn Hill and a lot of other people, they put like 2 colors in their lash line. I just can't do that. I feel like it makes me look like a raccoon. I feel like it makes me look like my eyes are sunken in. I just keep it on the outer edge and do most of it, and then I just kind of drag it in. And then I'm gonna go back with a different little C brush. And I'm gonna dip into the Silk Cream color. It's almost like what I used as my first color, and I'm just gonna go and kind of place it in here because it's lighter, I feel like, and I'm just gonna kind of bring it up to meet where that creamsicle was, and it also just kind of keeps it light. I don't want it to be too heavy of a smoky eye, like a light smoke, if you will. So I'm just packing that on and bringing it to where I had Firework and up to meet Creamsicle, just to complete that. And I'm gonna go back with my Eco Tools shader brush. I'm gonna spritz it one more time and go back with Firework and keep working it just to make sure I don't lose any of that shimmer. I'm just gonna go back over that right in the middle. Make sure I don't lose it. Just kind of touch up the shimmer a little bit. And then I'm going to, again, go back in with that Mary Kay brush and blend all that in. Still blend over the Firework, just to make sure it doesn't look all crazy. Okay, and then I'm going to take another Eco Tools. It's a little bitty small pencil brush, and I'm gonna go in with Beam, I believe it's called. It's the second shade in the palette. Yeah, it's the brightest. I love this color as an inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to place that directly on my inner corner, brighten it up.
This old white man went crazy in his white Hyundai and started chasing down these bikers and running them off the road.
Oh my goodness.
And he was like running through the median trying to get them.
We love watching like craziest car crashes and like live PD and stuff like that. Like, that's what we do on the weekends.
You are so slimy.
Our daughter is 4 months old and she's starting to go through teething, and it's just been like a huge...
You like my hat?
It's the cutest hat. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get my homemade makeup wipes. My sister actually, I have a twin, showed me this. It's just cotton pads and micellar water, but the thing is like when you get it in, like they absorb everything, and you have to like wring it out, or else you're gonna have micellar water just like all down your face, and it like stings your eyes if you're trying to use it as like an eye makeup remover. Set this out of the way. So what I'm gonna do with this is I wrung it out, and I'm just gonna get that fallout that I had. And just kind of go around the edge and get anything that I might have, you know, gone a little too far or too low with. I'm gonna do that on this side also. Flip it over so I'm not dragging it all over the place. And I just am like kind of shaping it, if you will. And there we go. So I am gonna go ahead and put some mascara on. I am not gonna do falsies because I wear glasses and there's just like no point to it for me to put them on, because I'm just gonna end up momming and I don't need that. So I'm gonna put mascara on. I've already curled my lashes. Just over here in my makeup box. So I'm gonna use the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I just have this little travel size one. I got it as like a gift from Sephora. And I'm just going to pop that on. Now I do have to do a little of a disclaimer. We had our family Christmas dinner last night just because it's so hard for my whole family to get together, and so I did put some mascara on. I wiped it off, but you know how it is sometimes, like you do so many coats and it just kind of sticks. So I mean, I got the majority of it off, but it was late when we got back. We had to get her in bed and everything and make sure she's okay. And oh my gosh, I just touched my eye. Everyone did. Hit these bottom lashes. All right. I want to do my face makeup, but I know that's just going to take a long time. Maybe I could do it quick. I already have a damp beauty sponge, but I'm just going to take my Kat Von D foundation. I'm not a fan of her personally, but her foundation works well for oily skin. So you have to get what you get, you know? I'm just going to dab this kind of all over. I know it looks like a lot, but I have a big face. And I'm just gonna start blending that out. Oh, you know what I should do? I know I look crazy right now, but I have some red spots I need to take care of first. I should have done it to my nose, but I'm just gonna hit my cheeks real quick because I just feel like I look pretty red right here. It's probably my fault because I wiped off that stuff, but what am I supposed to do? I'm just gonna kind of stipple over the green real quick and then continue to blend down. And then I go back with a beauty blender afterwards. I just feel like this is faster to apply than just sitting there with a beauty blender. I don't care. I get the foundation on my mouth and stuff. Like, I feel like it's just kind of like a primer. Just kind of stipple over that. I don't want to smear it with my other foundation. I'm trying to get my hair out of the way. I know this is probably not like the prettiest way to apply, but I feel like I have better control with the brush to put it on and get the foundation where I need it. And then I can blend it out later. See, that would have taken me forever. I hate the way it looks when I apply. Oh my gosh, this is getting everywhere. And because it's like right under my eyes, I can always cover it up with concealer too. So I'm shade light 44 cool in the Kat Von D, and I don't do full faces makeup often, but I have used quite a bit of this product. I've just found that it really, like, it doesn't oxidize on my skin as much. I really wanted to use the Fenty Beauty, but I just really couldn't find a shade that I liked. So now I'm gonna take my damp sponge again, and I'm just gonna like bounce it and just get it blended in. Just make it look pretty flawless, get it pressed into the skin real quick. See, if I had started with the Beauty Blender, I'd still be getting this applied. Get right on my eye, get right up to my eye. I'm okay with pizza. As long as we go to like Hungry Howie's. Not what? I just don't feel like a all pepperoni pizza, and like their pizza's kind of greasy and it hurts my stomach. Okay, so that's mostly blended out. Now I'm gonna grab my concealer, and like when I do, how I do my eyeshadow base is I do the Urban Decay Ageless Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and then I take a concealer, like a flat concealer brush, and I take this and I take the brush on it and I line my eyebrows and everything with it, and I put it on my eyelids because I just really like it. I feel like it helps my my eyeshadow stay where it needs to be. So, but when I do this, I'm just kind of hitting all those high places. I know I'm going into 30 minutes again. And I like to get in like the crevices of my nose and right here by my mouth, because that's where I break up a lot throughout the day. That's normal when you talk a lot like I do. Blend that out real quick. Bless you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I tried to stop.
I know. He sneezes like that every single time he sneezes. Shh, our daughter, I wouldn't say she's like scared of it. I would just say she doesn't like it. Who would though? Well, I guess me. We've been together almost 4 years, so. It's not the best, I think, coverage, but it's on. And I like to use the NYX matte finishing spray. And I like to just set everything like real quick, and then I'll go back in with my powders. To set my under eye, I know for someone who doesn't like Kat Von D as a person, I use a lot of her stuff, but it just works really well with my skin. I know that that sounds insane. I know that it does, but just take my e.l.f. brush and I go into the lightest shade right over here. It's more cool tone, and I just press it in and set. What's crazy is on this channel, I do my eyeshadow before I do my eye makeup, and I only just started that. And so now I'm going to take a fan brush and hit that shade, that brown shade that's right underneath what I did for my under eyes, and I am just going to lightly contour. I use a fan brush because I feel like it's easier to control and you don't get too much product on at once. Ooh, I kind of went too low with that. I'm ambidextrous, so it's okay. I'm not going to contour it too much today. I am going to hit my nose a little. I need to get a bronzer because I'm so pale. I just kind of do like the sides of my nose and a little right here because I want my nose to appear thinner. I hate the way my nose looks. I try not to say hate because I don't want my daughter to grow up hating the way she looks because I think she's perfect. And then I'm going to take, where'd it go? My Coty Airspun translucent powder, and I'm just gonna use, oh, I got that everywhere, the little puff that comes with it. And I'm just gonna set the rest right over that contour too, because it'll kind of dull it out.
Is that a light?
There's another one somewhere, but Camden had it yesterday. Okay, so that's set. Since I've already done my eyeshadow and everything, I'm not gonna bake. If I had done it before, I would, but it's no thing, no thing. And so, let's see. I'm gonna take this little angled contour brush. It doesn't really have anything on it, because now I feel like you can't really see. Well, you can still see it, but I'm gonna try to make sure it's a little more blended out, I think. Alright, and so now I'm going to grab my Pixie. It is a blush in the shade Beach Rose. My bad, I almost said Peach Rose. And I'm going to grab my blush brush. This is just something I also got in ISBE. I don't know what brand it is, but it's kind of like a soft, nice one. And I'm just going to take that a few times, add some warmth into my face. Okay, not too much. Now that I have all my powders down, I am going to do another spritz of setting spray. That one a little heavier, and I'm going to kind of help it dry. Because I just feel like when you layer the setting spray and your powders and everything, it just kind of helps it all like melt together on your skin, and I appreciate it. So now I'm going to take just my e.l.f. eyebrow duo brush real quick and just kind of fill these in a little. I use the soft brown shade I just kind of hit the spots gently that I want to fill in more. I don't like a super filled in look. I still like the more natural looking brow, but a filled in looking brow. So I'm just doing light strokes, just kind of building the shape that I want. Working on that tail. And they always say eyebrows are sisters, not twins. One of my eyebrows always looks more straight than the other, and one of them ones always looks more rounded. I really try to make it even, but... What's wrong, girlie? You want to see if she wants the rest of that bottle? And this, by the way, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pomade. I absolutely love that product. I will probably not use anything else in the near-time future. And I just kind of am using this to kind of blend it together. All right, and now time for the lips. And why I just leave my foundation over is I kind of feel like it's like a primer for my lips, and it kind of fills in the cracks and stuff. It kind of dries it out, but let's see, what do I want? It's winter, so I'm gonna go a little dark, I think. If this looks bad, I can change it, but I'm gonna use my Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Unicorn Blood. And I'm just gonna start applying that. Oh, I wiped off too much. All right. One more time. I'm just gonna spritz myself down with some setting spray. And while that's starting to dry down, I'm just gonna grab my e.l.f. highlighting brush real quick. I love e.l.f. because it's just practical. I'm gonna take my BH Backlight highlighting palette. I'm gonna take the first color. It's kind of a yellowy light color called Electra. I'm just gonna hit my cheekbones real quick. Something kind of subtle. Go over a little. All right, and I'm gonna put a little in my Cupid's bow. Teeny tiny bit on my nose. All right, and that's my completed look, you guys. So leave your comments down below. I'm gonna try to keep doing this and keep uploading everything, and just really trying to build my channel and my collection and everything. So tell me what you think. It's the complete look, and I'm gonna try to soon start reviewing some products that I've never used before. So keep in touch, and I hope you guys have a great day.